Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to West Deptford High School for our final football game of the season as your West Deptford Eagles take on the Green Wave of Audubon. The sound of the drums can mean only one thing. Get on your feet, West Deptford football fans. And one more time for the 2022 season, let's welcome your West Deptford Eagles!
Welcome, West Deptford sports fans, for tonight's final matchup for West Deptford High School. We've got the West Deptford Eagles hosting the Audubon Green Wave today, a former Colonial Conference matchup.
Yes.
So both teams unfortunately knocked out of the playoffs last week. West Deptford, those of you who watched, of course, suffered a 14-0 loss to a very good, tough Gloucester team. He's going to be facing off against the Haddonfield Bulldogs, I believe, tomorrow night.
Yes, tomorrow night, yes.
That's a
Haddonfield.
Great matchup. Right? Any predictions on that one?
No. I mean, I think it's going to be really a good game, Of course, Gloucester has a great running game, really tough line up front. But Haddonfield, I tell you, they always do a great job with formations and spreading things out and moving them around. So, if Haddonfield can stop that running game, I think they have the upper edge on it. Yeah.
So Audubon's coming in this season 3-5. A couple common opponents. Actually, Audubon came back down a bunch against
Gloucester. Yeah. I mean, they were down 23-0 at halftime, came back to win 29-23, which, I would love to have seen that game. I was looking for it on Huddle, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
And, of course, key to that comeback, I'm assuming, is their senior quarterback.
Yeah.
6'2", 6'3", 215-pound senior.
Yeah, from what I heard he just today signed with the University of Maine.
Okay.
So, I mean, really, a good arm, accurate passer, throws the ball well, smart, he does a good job, but he likes to stand in the pocket. So the big thing for West Deptford is they need to get him off a spot and move him, so they need to put pressure on him.
Yeah, so his name's Scott Lynch. Going to see him throwing the ball a lot. Audubon likes to put the ball in the air. He's also a starting linebacker for Audubon, and apparently Coach Morrell says he's very good at that also.
Yeah, great athlete. Yeah. Really good around the field, all over the field.
And like all Audubon kids, likes to play baseball.
Yes, he does.
Maine, huh?
Maine, yeah, that's what I heard coming up in the stands today.
Yeah, I would always go south. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I've tried to steer kids, down south. I'm like, come on, the weather. I mean, I coach track, so I'm always like trying to get track kids to go south, and they're like, oh, I got calls from UConn, which is a great track school, but I'm like, it's cold, man. It's cold up there during the season,
Yeah, Rochester. Like, no, you don't want to do that. So for West Deptford tonight, Coach Morrell getting this extra game, and again, I personally think it's a great idea. We'll take a quick pause here for the national anthem. And for Coach Morrell back deciding to get his guys a 10th game. So everybody guys put a ton of work in, right? And football practice is not always fun.
No, it's hardly fun. but the kids did a great job. And yeah, you think about it. I know sometimes it's a long season. It feels like it starts to get wear on your body, of course, and everything. But I'm sure you played a little football, and I played football. And if someone would say now you have one more game to play, you jump on the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's not one of those where it's going to be on Thanksgiving a month from now.
Yeah, exactly. So
your Thursday, you're going to have a good opponent of equal caliber. And get one last chance under the lights, because typically you don't know it's going to be your last game, obviously, when you make the playoffs. So it has a totally different feel when you can come out and kind of be in the moment a little bit more, especially as a senior with your senior classmates, and get one more night on a Friday or Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night. Yeah, and a good chance to let some of the young guys get in there too and get their feet wet and get them a little excited for next season.
Yeah, and one senior, Sean Kennedy, is hurt, so he's out today. So it's
broken the tibia or no,
humerus bone.
Humerus bone. Yeah.
So it'll give a younger guy a chance, I believe, to get some snaps today.
Two young guys will be rotating in a guard back and forth there, and I'm sure they'll do a good job there.
All right, so West Deptford's going to receive the start tonight's game. Obviously, busy sports night in the area. We got, I'm sure when this was scheduled.
Yeah, the rain date hadn't happened for the World Series, and the Eagles game will be. Hopefully, still be part of it. The important part of it will be on when we get back home.
Yeah. All right, so set the kick here for Audubon. Going on sides. I guess you got nothing to lose, but look.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he tried to do the back pick to get the backward kick, which is a good kick if you can execute it, but you got to get part of the ball there. Look at just got the top of it and knocked it off the block, and that's not the way you wanted to start that out. But hey, as
Logan Gilbert, unfortunately, they're trying to surprise with the onside kick. It's got to go at least 10. I would say that went about 4.5.
Yeah.
In fact, it's probably harder to hit a 4.5 than it is 10.
Exactly. I was trying to think of there's in Waterboy where Diane Fouts is going, you got to pull out all stops. So I was like, hey, with this game, expect a lot of the unexpected. I think, because both coaches will know that. Hey, it's kind of just like a fun game here, and so a lot of trick plays and craziness will be happening tonight.
All right, so Baglow takes snap, hands it off to Howard. And Lawrence Howard has turned out to have a really good season. I thought first couple games a little bit slow out of the gate, but finds himself as a first-team all-conference running back.
Yeah. I mean, Lawrence runs the ball really well. He runs it hard. He's not like the fastest running back around, but he's really good at finding the soft spots and seams and keeping himself moving. And he runs hard. He's hard to bring down.
Yeah, and you can see just his confidence grow as the season progressed out. And had a really good game last week, actually. Ran the ball well.
Yeah, ran the ball hard.
So we're looking at 2nd down and 8 here. So you go in motion. Baglow looking to throw. Over the top. Gets it there. Complete on the play to Howard at the 21-yard line. So good pass there by Baglow over the Audubon defender. Yeah. I was thinking about that spot there. So
it's probably the corner right there.
Yeah, on the corner. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, good call. Again, as I said, both the coaches are going to kind of open these things up a little bit. So nice little pattern there, a flood pattern coming out of the key pass, and Corey got it out to Lawrence, and he was wide open.
All right, so Baglow now operating 1st and 10 from the Audubon 20, taking advantage so far of the flood onside kick. Pitches out to Switansky. Audubon trying to string it out. Good job there by Audubon. Number 12 linebacker comes in, Scott Lynch, to make the tackle.
Yeah, they did a nice job right there. Coming up on the ball, we had to get some blocking on the edge there from some of the West Deptford receivers and backs there, which they really didn't accomplish very well. But and that's what happens. You have people up in your face there. But I mean, as a coach, an indicator as to what Audubon's thinking. So if they're coming up, I would be back over top of it, just like you were with that second play there where you threw the ball.
All right, so it's lost of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 11 for the Eagles. Laxton out wide for West Effort. Pansky in the backfield with Howard. Rolling to his right again. Cuts it back. Audubon all over him. Still on his feet. Baglava looking to run. He's got a blocker out in front of him. Out to the 10-yard line. Still running. Pushes forward to about the 5-yard line.
Something out of nothing. Corey Baglabo.
Great run there by Corey Baglabo. I mean,
Yeah, it looked like he was bottled up back there in the back. I was waiting for a sack to happen, and Corey gets out. Strong runner, good, some decent speed there, and finds a seam.
yeah, and finishes the run strong out to the 6-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 6. So again, good first drive here for West Effort, and we've seen it all year. West Effort each week has gotten better and better. Talking to Coach Morrell today, just said how much he's loved coaching this senior group since they were with you as freshmen.
Yeah, they're 8-1 as freshmen.
That's what Baglavo keeps it still on his feet, going forward, trying to protect the football. Touchdown, Eagles!
Nice run by Corey. They a strong run in between the tackles and finishes it off.
Yeah, you can tell. Protecting the football there. On his feet into the end zone. West Effort takes the initial lead 6-0. So, again, terrible onside kick attempt by Audubon. West Effort takes it to the end zone. Of course, Brady Clark on the kick. One of the Eagles, of course, that going to miss most next year.
Yeah, what a weapon to have someone like Jake Brady there who's able to change the field position, and as well as give you the ability to, when you're inside that 25, 30-yard line, that you can at least get 3 points.
All right, so back to the bow. Snap from Laxton. Kick is good. Now, I don't want to jinx Laxton. I don't think he's had a bad snap all this season, has he?
I haven't seen one, so
yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to give him a little bit of
some props there.
Yeah, some kudos. You don't talk long snapper much until they snap it behind the kicker.
Exactly right.
Nobody gives him a compliment, but he's done an excellent job this year.
No, he really has. There's one of those detailed, oriented kids. Got good athleticism. Got a decent, good arm. Baseball player.
Yeah, good baseball player.
Yeah, so but when you do that long snap, you really have to take some time to work on the details of how to cock your wrist, get your hands in the right position, and then when it's time to snap, you've got to have some nerves of steel.
Yeah, I imagine it's really concentration and focus.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I saw a game on ESPN the other day. I'm not sure if how the guy, I forget what team it was. He had 4 bad snaps. It was like 3 or 4 bad snaps.
That's picked him as college? Or?
It was college. Yeah.
He just lost his scholarship or something.
Yeah, he was, all over ESPN, so.
I always feel you see these guys in the pros, when they have a couple bad snaps, and all of a sudden, like in one game with 2-3 bad snaps, the next game, they're not there anymore. They're on the street watching it.
There has to be a trust factor there for the head coach with the long snap, especially at the professional level.
Well, yeah, and you don't want to say that there's so many of them, but I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people, in our country who can do it. So if a guy messes up 3 snaps for you and loses the game, we can go find someone in the street.
All right, so great kick again by Clark into the end zone. Touch back on me 1st and 10 for the Wave at the 20-yard line. I mean, even the guy from the Eagles, remember his name?
Dornbos.
Yeah, I mean, he always had a sidekick just in case, right?
Yeah, he was the magician, right?
He wasn't doing that magic work because he liked it. He knew he was always one bad snap away from from needing another job. 1st and 10 now for Audubon. 9:48 left here in the first quarter. West Effort just took it right down the field for an easy touchdown, really. I mean, Baglavo on that final run up the gut, hardly touched.
Yeah, that was the touchdown play, but I think the saving play was Corey scrambling out of that potential sack.
Yeah. All right, so we get a chance to see what some would say is one of the best quarterbacks in South Jersey here, Scott Lynch, 6'3", 215, sophomore year, went down to Florida. I'm not sure what school he went to. Came back last year. Apparently, I think missed his hometown, missed his family and friends, and came back up. All right, so going to be a false start for Audubon.
All right.
So for Audubon right now, the head coach might be thinking to himself, I wish I didn't take this game.
Well, at the moment, but hey.
At the moment, I know it's early, but bad onside kick, defense doesn't get the stop, now a false start. Coming in on a short week, maybe,
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised to see Audubon put this ball up in the air.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this kid play. So rolling to his right, you can see a strong arm there. Complete out wide for a gain of about a yard. Howard immediately tackles him.
Nice play by Lawrence there on the edge there, getting to the flat. Yeah, nice strong throw out to the flat area. That's a long throw to gain a yard.
All right, that was Zach Beebe on the catch.
Good for a gain of 5, second down and 10.
All right, so 5-yard gain on that one, right? It was a
5-yard penalty. Yeah.
So second down and 10. Lynch, of course, shotgun. Every team does that now in high school. Takes the high snap, looking downfield, a little bit of pressure now, starting to feel it. Trying to break his way through, can't get through. He's going to be sacked on the play.
Excellent. And that's what West Effort has to do. They have to make sure that they get pressure on Lynch because if he has time to stand there and look at receivers. Receivers who aren't really fast, they're really good at sitting in the seams of a zone.
Yeah.
So if they have time to get there and he has time to find them, he will deliver the ball.
All right, and Ben Marappa with the sack there. It's going to bring up a third down and 11. And again, West Effort's seen some good quarterbacks. The kid from Woodbury, I think he's going to be a Division I. I saw Coach Morello. He thinks he's got a real good shot at being a Division I quarterback. So pass complete this time into that seam, just like you said, to number 1, Billy Lindemuth, 6 foot, 180-pound senior, out to the 32-yard line. First down, Green Wave.
Yeah. So when he finds an open receiver, even though the defensive back man be a yard, 2 yards away, the ball gets there quickly.
All right, so first and 10. Lynch surveys. Looking to his right.
Whoa!
Intercepted by Howard. So Tansy gets a hand on. He's got some space in front of him. He might go to distance on this one. He gets pushed out about the 11-yard line. So he was able to beat the block there. So again, Switansky gets the initial tap on the ball, and Howard with good hands there followed it in and turnover Audubon. West Effort in scoring position here. It's going to be first and 10 from about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, I thought Alex had that one. And it's kind of a little strange here. Actually, for the Eagles, the linebackers lead the team in interceptions.
Yeah,
so
I think Google has the most, right?
Yeah, yes, exactly. But Alex got his hands on it, and Lawrence did a nice job concentrating. During the week, we do that drill at least 2 days a week, the little tip drill, and following the ball after it's been knocked off line.
First and 10 from the 12. Of course, Ramir Vaughn done a great job so far this year at center. Don't want to miss out on him. He's been an unsung hero for these guys this year. Baglow under center. Baglow still has his ball to his left. He's going to have to try to get rid of it. He decides to protect the football. He's going to get sacked at about the 20-yard line. So good penetration there by the Audubon defense.
Yeah, there's a little counter boot basically going on there, and it's just way too much penetration.
All right, so it's going to bring up second down at about 20 here for 18 here for West Effort. So on the offensive side of the ball, first team all conference was Lawrence Howard, as we mentioned earlier, and of course Jabril Barksdale.
Yeah, Jabril's a really good tackle over there. He does a nice job holding the line down.
All right, so Tansky takes the handoff forward to about the 23-yard line. So Tansky, first team all conference on the other side of the ball, well deserved.
Yeah, that's a tough. I'm sure any other coach watching film getting ready to prepare for the Eagles, and they see number 6 there at that linebacker spot. It's like, we got to run away from this kid.
Yeah. I mean, he's just all over the field, and he's just a tough physical kid. He's been all year.
Third down. You still have Brady Clark in your pocket here.
Who, believe it or not, was also first team all conference.
Oh, I believe that. Was he kicker or punter? Or did they just? Let's
see what our notes say. It says kicker punter.
Kicker punter.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a differentiated thing or you just straight kicker punter. Who knows? But it's him. All right, so this could be a halfback pass. So you can see that one coming. Tansky makes the right choice, covered up. So you had Dubois in the Dubois in the end zone, completely covered. So Clark's going to step on. The ball's about 21. So we're looking at about 37, 38 yards.
37,
yeah.
38-yarder.
So Brady went for the school record last week. Came up a yard or two short.
And warm-ups, he booted one from 47 easily, which would have been good from 50. So he has the leg. He's just got to swing through and go for it.
All right, so Clark set. Good snap. He's got the distance. Let's see if it's accurate enough, and it is. So Brady Clark showing why he was first team all-conference kicker with the 38-yard field goal. So West Deptford does take advantage of the turnover, gets 3 points, and now is up 10-0.
Yeah, a little stall on that drive. They tried that counter boot play, and again, with the sack, sent them way behind the chains. Tried the little trickeration there with the fullback pass, but well covered by Audubon. And yeah, but it's always nice to know that you have Brady Clark in your hip pocket.
Yeah. And again, he was just instrumental in the whole philosophy of how they tried to play this year.
Oh yeah, I mean,
knowing they didn't have any huge speed guys in the backfield, that was going to be field position. So it was going to be tough defense, grind out, move the chains, and rely on Brady.
Absolutely. And when you're making the decision as a coach, like should we punch, should we go for it here? When you know that you have somebody who can totally flip the field, you use that weapon.
And we've had a great tradition of kickers here going back to since I've been here in 2000. I mean, we've never had a bad kicker.
No, we've been really lucky.
I mean, you have
Ratcliffe
right?
in
Delaware right now,
yeah.
and Mike Perry kicked Delaware.
Mike Perry, Jake Brunell.
Jake Brunell was a great kicker,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Kicked at Temple. So we've had a lot of great kickers here. Probably forgetting a couple, or probably waiting for you to say their name.
Cornelius.
Ben
Cornelius. So wasn't it both Cornelius brothers?
Yeah.
Right?
Josh.
Yeah, right. I'm getting so old now I can't even remember.
All right, so Clark set to kick off, and so I'd be remiss not to ask who's the JV kicker this year? Do we have a kicker?
Corey Ratcliffe was doing some of the kicking, but we really weren't doing much, field goal kicking or anything like that.
So Corey could be the kicker next year. That's
right now. I would say he would be the kicker next year.
So going to be a defensive end kicker. Or he's linebacker.
No, he's defensive end, right? Offensive tackle, and the kicker.
But yeah, I mean, Corey's a great kid, personality.
Yeah.
Really coachable kid.
Right, excellent.
All right, so another touchback here. I was waiting for the onside attempt.
It was talked about. But I think when they tried the onsides and you had the short field, it was like, okay, well, don't give them a short field back. And right now you got a 10-0 lead, so really, maybe we'll be getting the ball. Oh, no, we're kicking off second half. So maybe second half you might see that come out there.
All right, so first and 10, Audubon, 20-yard line, 5:29 left here in the first quarter. Audubon's first possession was an interception. Got a quick little screen here, out wide, complete to number 1 of Audubon. Billy Lindenmuth gains about 5 or 6 on the play. Oh, he's still moving. I think that's 7. Audubon going no huddle here. Almost an offsides there. He's able to hold up. A little bit of pressure here. Google on the blitz. He's got over the top and complete. Out to Lindenmuth. Out beyond the defense at this point. Touchdown Audubon. So again, right there, you can see why Audubon was able to come back with a 23-0 halftime deficit to Gloucester.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. They looked like they were ready to do that right when they saw the press coverage and no one behind it. The number 1 gave the quarterback a little signal, and he just ran that fade pattern right there, which is, sometimes I'm not sure what coverage is supposed to be happening there.
Yeah, I think it was a 74-yard touchdown pass ended by Scott Lynch, right on the money. Lindenmuth showing some speed once he got beyond the defense. So Audubon now on for the extra point. Logan Gilbert takes the kick. Good leg there. Kick is good. So Audubon answers very quickly here to make this a 10-7 ball game, as predicted.
Put him right back into it.
Now, this will be a contrast of styles then, typically, because what you usually see from West Deptford is long drives.
Yeah, well, we had the short field so far, but I mean, if you look at it, at both times had the short field. Audubon's played some good defense there. You know, there's a couple of plays that West Edford got on, jumped on them, but you can't just take it for granted here. Now, I mean, that was a total blown coverage. I don't know if Saba was supposed to stay with him. Saba let an outside release, which is totally not what you're supposed to do during when you're jamming.
Yeah.
And Ryder Dubois over top did not make his way over to. He looked like he was sitting in the middle of the field. So yeah, if I was number one, I would have given the signal too. There's nothing behind him.
Yeah, and Lynch threw that ball on the line too.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't in the air. It was on the line.
If he has time, he's going to connect easily.
All right, so I'm going to predict a not going to onside kick this time. That's my prediction. All right, so Logan Gilbert on. Sophomore here for Audubon. Showed a good leg there on the extra point.
Freshman Faison Graham back deep to receive.
Line drive kick. Faison picks it up. Out to the 30. He's got a little bit of space. Got some blockers in front of him. Still stumbling. Out to the Audubon 49-yard line. But yeah, the wet did a great job. He found some space there, exploded through, and then looked like he ran into his own guy.
Player, yeah. It's like was that B-Lock there, Brendan Lockery kind of got in the way.
And so Faison, of course, an exciting player moving forward here for West Edford.
Yeah. I mean, as a freshman JV player, he was incredible, really. Yeah. And then, being moved up to the varsity level and have a chance to produce there, he's still been doing a really nice job. Really good speed, good balance. Really a really good running back.
1st and 10 from the Audubon 48. Sabo in motion, takes the handoff, trying to get outside. Finds a little bit of a seam, pushes forward out to the 41-yard line, so it looked like there wasn't going to be much there. It turns it into about an 8-yard gain. So for West Edford next year, talking to Coach Morrell, got some key players back. Got Zach Google coming back, obviously. Quarterback, he could possibly be the quarterback. I believe him and Cobb will be.
Yes, him and Brady Cobb will be battling for that job there.
You've got, he said the interior line is obviously graduating. So there's a lot, a rebuild of the offensive line. So that's going to be the work that has to happen here. Howard cuts back in. Out to the 33-yard line.
Another nice hard run by Lawrence Howard. Looked like it was pretty much bottled up and everything he made. Was very patient, waited for the blocks to happen in front of him, and then cut it back inside. And he's hard to bring down.
West Edford answers. Good start here on this drive. It's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 33. So you get a great return from Faison Graham to the Audubon side of the field. 2 good runs, and West Edford now moving the ball again. 3:17 clock moving here. Howard met at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there by number 7, Charlie Grady.
Yeah, as we were saying before, we have some new guards in there right now for West Edford with the injury to Sean Kennedy. So maybe having a little trouble here on having those linebackers come through.
But you said good experience, right? You want to get that first start, get that out of the way.
Sometimes you come out there under the lights and it definitely doesn't feel like practice anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, when your heart's beating faster, you got the emotion going on. Sometimes you don't have the focus. So, 2nd down at 11. Sabo in motion. Going to his right. Plants his feet. He's got a man open. Marafa complete out to the 25-yard line. Wrestled down from behind. Good gain on that play. It's going to bring up about 3rd down and 3 here for West Edford.
Yeah, nice play by Corey Bagley over there. He, he had a little bit of time, which is good. But then he had time to set his feet and look what he was doing, and delivered a nice pass right to Marafa.
Yeah, he looked very composed on that pass. So 3rd and 3 now, very manageable on the 25-yard line. So right now we are actually in Brady Clark field goal range.
Yes, we are. exactly.
But, obviously when he gets 7 here, especially with the quick strike attack by Audubon. So Swetansky in the backfield. Corey Baglow keeps it and easily gets the first down out past the 19-yard line. Great call there by Coach Morrell.
Yeah, especially when you're going against a 40 defense, so that means the center is uncovered basically. So you're kind of giving away that quarterback up the middle right there with the quick hitter.
So the center then, who does he seal off? Does he just make a choice and then makes the read? Usually it's the weak side tackle that's in the A gap, where the strong side tackle would be in the B gap to the tight end side of the strong side. Okay. So you're going to pick up that man that's closer to you. So just hit him and go, right from there. All right, certainly enough here. 1st and 10, West Deptford. Hands off to Howard. Table out front, trying to get the lead block, track down from behind. Just a little bit too slow developing play there. And a good job by Audubon there, number 69, Jake Holland, to track it down from behind.
Yeah, again, that's the is there a flag down there?
Yeah, I think we got a holding call. Yeah, there is a flag. I think I saw the referees. We got a holding call. So of course, Audubon's going to take this penalty.
You hold and you still get a yardage.
Yeah, that's not good.
But that's the defensive end there, and you've got to be able to. With that jet sweep, speed sweep play there, that's the man who has to be sealed off automatically, and you can't. So if he's breaking through, you're not getting edge blocking very well there.
All right, so we got 1st and 17 here for West Deptford. Haven't seen a screen pass much this year either.
No, during the week they do work screen plays.
All right, so 1st and 18 here for West Deptford. 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Baglow in shotgun. Takes the snap, rolling to his right again. Back to a screen pass to Marafa. Still on his feet, tripped up, falls forward though, so gets about 9 yards on the play. So not a bad gain there on 1st down.
Yeah, not bad. Just kind of a missed block out there out in front.
Yeah, you can see Marafa on the happy to get the yardage, but wanted to get a little bit more there. All right, so that'll be the end of the first quarter. West Deptford 10, Audubon 7. I'm 1 for 1 calling plays there on that screen.
That was really good there, Coach. Like a little screen play going on there. But it was good. You didn't get huge yardage, but you got enough yardage back. We're 2nd and 9. You're still kind of manageable. Yeah. Instead of 2nd and 20 or so.
I may have to put the coach's headset on and take this one off.
You got me. I'll give you my job. You can have it.
I don't think I do it as well. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so first quarter down, competitive game as expected. West Deptford and Audubon both kind of doing what they do. Audubon hit with a big 75-yard touchdown pass unofficially. West Deptford has been able to move the ball with good field position and turn them over once and turn it into a field goal. And first possession, we're able to just march right down the field and score off a bad onside kick.
Yeah, right now we got to, you want it. For the Eagles fans, you want to see some, put this ball into the end zone and then see them play some defense here.
Good to see the band here tonight. I wasn't sure if they would, Thursday night, but would be remiss for us to not identify the fact that they won again, right? So it was
again.
Yeah, they won. I believe it was their 10th. I don't remember right.
I think so.
I think I saw 10.
Don't want to get that wrong. Yeah.
10th ACC championship, and again, you could tell this year it was a really good show.
Yeah, it was really. It was a really good job. And everything. I'm glad to have them here tonight. I guess maybe this was their last for the seniors. Their last football game to.
Takes the handoff, still carrying the pile forward. Again, good hard running by Alex Swetansky. Audubon player there trying to take the ball from him on the way up. Referee just got to clean him up. There you go. So Alex has the ball in his hand. Yeah, great performance by the band this year. I believe it was Drawn On, I believe was the title of it. Some music from the very popular anime shows. And Mr. Kershaw was telling me that every show they've gone through so far this year, the kids from all schools have enjoyed the music. All right, so it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 10 here, so about 9 actually. So again, West Deptford moving the football, moving it well. Tansky in the backfield. Hands off to Alex, still on his feet. Gain of about 3 on the play. Nicely done there by the Audubon linebacker, number 12, and quarterback Scott Lynch. So, it's going to be actually second down in about 7 here. Second and goal from the 7. All right, second and goal from the 7. Fakes it now to Howard, coming around the side, squares up, tripped up, nicely done there by the Audubon cornerback, Luke Hoke. But gain of another 2 yards, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
It looks like about 3rd down and 3, actually, Coach.
Oh, never mind. I'm looking at the down marker all the way on the other side of the field.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing over there.
Yeah. So we'll make that 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Slowly moving this ball close to the end zone here. Another 3 yards and they're in. So Spatansky in the backfield. Howard takes it, pushing forward. Drag from behind. Touchdown, Eagles. And again, Coach Morrell, can see him on the sideline pumping his fist. That's exactly the way Coach Morrell likes football.
That's right.
1st and goal from the 9. We're going to run it 3 times for 3 yards a pop into the end zone.
That's right. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
That's it. So Howard with the touchdown. Good hard running. Pushes the pile forward, and Brady Clark now on for the extra point to try to make this a 17-7 game. Kick is up, and good.
Oh, that's what you wanted to see right there. Now we need to got to play some defense. Can't let those long bombs happen to you like that.
Yeah, this is where you want one of those Gannon run offenses from Philadelphia, right? Just keeping everything in front of you, forcing them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not fun to watch necessarily.
But I mean, just I don't know. Just I think the defensive backs there just weren't visually pick up the whole field of where they were at and what was happening there. And again, if you're on a jam technique, that person has to go inside. And Sabo let the outside release happen, and it's a killer when it does, because then the safety has a hard time to get over top of that.
Yeah, it makes sense. Now you got to go another 4 or 5 yards, right?
Yeah, and you got somebody who could throw the ball on the line. You can't cover that distance. If he was a weaker quarterback, who kind of hung the ball up in the air for a while, maybe gives you time to get there. But if you have a quarterback who throws the ball on the line like that, you're going to be in trouble.
All right, so West Deptford set to kick off. Brady Clark again. I believe this is his 3rd kickoff. And both first 2 touchbacks.
No wind at all tonight, so
it's a beautiful fall night. The leaves are falling, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Drove at home today and realized what my weekend was going to be.
Do you use the rake or do you use the blower?
Oh, caught at the 1 yard line. Still on his feet. Marafa finally brings him down at about the 30-yard line. So good return there by Luke Hoke. I actually have a tractor.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I use the blower. What I really need to use is my 2 teenage sons.
That's why you have those kids, right?
I mean, they'll help out, but you know how it is. They never do the job that you want them to do.
I always see my neighbor. He has 2 young sons, or 2 teenage sons, are in their 20s now, and and it's like, what are you doing out here? My father or my mother used to make it. I was out there mowing lawns and raking leaves.
All right, so we got 1st and 10 here at the 30-yard line. Lynch in shotgun, looking to his right, going straight to the running back here. Leads him a little bit. Western can jump. Yeah, I think that was a forward pass.
Yeah,
from here. So incomplete pass. Looked like a simple one. West Effort had it pretty well covered. Howard read it well.
Yeah, that played like you. What you need is a linebacker will be basically be assigned the running back as he comes out of the backfield, but then you need your other players to rally up on it as well.
Yeah, Coach Morrell talking to him this afternoon of our pregame interview. He basically said the line has to do their job and the secondary has to do their job. All right, looking now again, open across the middle, a little bit high. Baglivo shows some discipline. You could tell he wanted to light him up there, but pulled off, and that was the right play. So he was open there, number 2, Amari Pimentel, but missed him a little bit high.
Yeah, had to get it over top the linebacker there. That was Spatansky there. So that kind of led the ball to be a little bit high.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 here.
But you can see how they're going for the seams, right? The seams right in the zones behind them. They do a good job of getting there. Just got to make that connection.
Baglivo's 2nd-team all-conference defensive back. Playing free safety out there right now, right?
Yes.
All right, so passing down here, 3rd and 10. He's got a little bit of time pressure now getting to him. There's Bags on the call. Actually intercepted this time. Thought we had Baglivo on it.
It's like Ryder Dubois.
Ryder Dubois, actually.
Dubois.
Yeah, I got a name on there. So good job there by Ryder. And again, pressure applied. I believe Marafa was closing in on him there.
Yeah.
So Lynch, I think, just threw it up. Maybe as good as a punt. I don't know how good their punter is, but it's going to be West Effort ball here at about the 46-yard line. So again, West Effort, they've been beat once really for the big play. Other than that, defense has done its job. Yeah,
I mean, you see, you put some pressure onto the quarterback there, and any quarterback would be uncomfortable back there when you got people in your face, and it's hard to see and follow through with the ball. So I mean, the West Effort defensive line has got to get into the hip pocket of that quarterback.
So here we have Baglivo now, 1st and 10, West Effort on the 46-yard line. Howard in motion, handoff to Swetansky. Met at the line of scrimmage. Good job there by the Audubon defensive line.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job. They're beating some blocks there and really stopping up those plays there.
Yes, that's Sam Myers, a 5'10", 200-pound junior. Did a nice job. He kind of shut his block there at the last second, was able to bottle up Swetansky. And he had to kind of stutter step, slowed himself down, and was pursued from behind. So 2nd down and 10. Sabo in motion. Swetansky again. Still on his feet. Out to about the 49-yard line, so gain of about 3 on the play.
Nice hard run by Alex there, but again the Audubon defensive front is really doing a nice job of bottling up some of his run plays inside.
All right, so gain of 4 on the play is going to bring up 3rd down and 6. Will Bilodeau bringing the play in. See the difference in the pace of play between Audubon and West Effort.
Yeah. Take your time, calling the plays.
All right, so 3rd down and 6. Baglivo in shotgun. Howard in motion, takes the handoff. Good job there by number 12 of Audubon. He was able to stay outside, shed the blocker, Scott Lynch, who, again, we've talked about at quarterback, makes a great play there defensively. He was able to beat the blocker there.
Yeah.
Didn't get
nice
sealed
job.
off.
Mm-hmm. Yes, West Effort's having a little trouble on the edge blocking the linebackers and defensive ends.
So Brady Clark will be on the punt for West Effort. This is a this is a fake situation.
Fake situation or
side of the
punt
field.
jump. You got less than 5 yards to go, so it could be a punt jump situation.
I think you're 100%. You can. It's going to be like, where did I here? Think it'll work? Oh, there it was. Audubon didn't fall for it. Yeah. I was going to bet you a marching band cheeseburger on that one.
They're not cooking them tonight.
What? All right, takes a good West Stafford bounce, so it's going to be out at about the it's like 12-yard line. So good job by Brady.
Yeah, good job by the official. Like he actually saw the ball and everything, unlike last week's officials.
I said it last week, and I was thinking about it actually. I was talking to Coach Shields this week, and that may have been the worst football call. I mean, just sheer physics. The ball landed 20 yards out of bounds.
Yeah.
I don't know how the angle didn't work.
I was, I was upset with myself later on because I just remembered that Mr. Pussy, our wonderful physics teacher, was in this crowd that day at Gloucester, and I wanted him to go out and explain to the official about the laws of physics and how it really couldn't have happened the way he.
We could have had him up in the booth.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a guest analyst. Lynch decides to keep it, takes the handoff. Big kid plowing forward out to about the 26-yard line. First down, Audubon. Coach Morrell said today that his shape and the way he runs it reminds him of the quarterback of Haddonfield, McCarthy.
Yeah. He's not real shifty or anything like that, but he's got some decent speed, and he's a big kid, tough to bring down.
All right, so first down, Audubon at the 25-yard line. High snap, then keeps it. A little bit of pressure. It's going to be a screen pass, but incomplete.
Yeah, with that screen, that's what you have to put pressure onto the quarterback, so he can't set his feet and make a nice throw.
Yeah, I think they had West Stafford had it covered pretty well too. So it's going to be second down and 10 here.
I think that was Corey Bagley out with the screen man, so they kind of made it a little bit of a hairy play there for Audubon.
All right, so Audubon's head coach, Dan Reed. It's in his second year with an 11-7 career record, went 8-2 last year. Amazingly, West Stafford hasn't played Audubon since 2017.
Yeah.
Got a fumble on that play. Let's see, I think West Stafford might be on it. Audubon quarterback pointing his way. Yeah, it's going to be Audubon ball, but still.
Yeah, I mean,
another loss here for Audubon.
Audubon had being a Colonial Conference team, we'd had years of playing them every year, and then all of a sudden after the West Jersey Football League came into existence, and we, for the last 7 years or so, haven't seen them.
We're going to have an offsides here on West Deptford. Hard snap, hard count there. So it's going to turn that 3rd and 11 into 3rd and 6. So let me ask you, you've coached in both, right? The traditional Colonial and the West Jersey here. Now you've been on side. Which one do you prefer?
I mean, as a football coach or a football fan of football, I thought, when you're playing in the Colonial, you had, because you had crossover games and everything, you had some games where they were against some weaker opponents. And, so they were kind of good. They kind of bolstered your squad's confidence, and they kind of gave you almost like a chance to experiment with some plays and things like that. But, again, they were, kind of boring games when you end up being 50-60 to nothing and things like that, So the West Jersey Football League, though, is a much more balanced league from top to bottom. They kind of shuffle the every 2 years they'll shuffle the schedule up so that the opponents are basically kind of in the same kind of strength, and so each week is a big week. Each week you look at the film of the next week, and you're like, wow! Each week that's a good team. That's a good team, and there's no you never sit down and watch a film of your next opponent and go, oh, we got these guys. It's like you look at them and go, oh, jeez, here we go again, every week. But I think it's more exciting, and it's more exciting. I think, for the kids and coaches, and fans, it's a more exciting brand of football when you're playing people that are, as good as you are, or if not better, and then you know, you gotta come and play ball every week.
All right, so in that previous play, West Deptford was able to make the tackle about a yard short of the first down here. It was actually a nice tackle in the play. So it's going to bring up 4th and less than a yard, and Audubon looks like they're going to go for it here. Coach Morrell calls the timeout. Probably get the defense settled. So you think they're going for it here? Are they going to hard count? Or
I would think they would try the hard count. You always might as well try it. And then I think you're going to see Lynch run the ball here.
Yeah, I mean, you got a big quarterback here, 6'2", 215. Mm-hmm. Not under center, though. I mean, that's one thing you don't see anymore in high school football.
Yeah.
Very rarely. West
so that means hard to run a quarterback sneak or something, but I think it'll be like a quarterback counter play.
All right, so take the snap. He's going to fake. He's actually
deep
looking deep. Almost intercepted. In fact, actually better for West Deptford than it wasn't because it's going to turn it over on downs. So it's going to be West Deptford football here at about the 25-yard lines. So make that the 34-yard line. I apologize.
Yeah, better that it wasn't caught, but how do you drop that? Yeah. But, yeah, better, I mean, like, you just say, I was knocking it down. I just make sure it wasn't caught.
So 4:27 remaining here. West Deptford now deep in Audubon territory. Again, that's the kind of call that's made in a game that's really nothing's on the line here. West Deptford 1st and 10 from the 34, up 10, 17-7 here in the second quarter. Hand off to Howard. Got some blocking this time in front of him. Still on his feet. Down to the 20. The 10. He's got one man to beat. Touchdown Eagles. Great job by Lawrence Howard. A 34-yard touchdown run, making Audubon pay for that turnover on downs.
Yeah. A gamble by the Audubon coach, especially with the long throw there. You're going for something big there. And Eagles take advantage of it right away with the big play by Lawrence Howard. Somebody's blocking up front. I mean, he made a nice cut and then beat the man to the end zone.
You see Coach Morrell there talking it up with Brendan Loggery. He's going to be one of the returning linemen next year, a key player for West Deptford. All right, so Clark now again on for the extra point.
And that was actually a good no block at the end of that by Lockery, where didn't try to get too involved with it and caused some kind of penalty there or something. Ooh.
Oh, this might miss here, huh?
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, it looks like he just kind of pushed it left here. So it's going to be 23-7 West Deptford here with 4:15 remaining in the second. Coach Morrell trying to get an explanation here of what happened.
That was unusual.
Now he's on to the holder.
Onto the holder.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the bottom of it here.
Yeah, I mean, that was unusual. I mean, it looked like Brady got some good foot on it because of the speed that ball came out with. But obviously, I don't know if the hole wasn't in the right position or something like that. But
laces out.
Yeah.
All right, so Coach Morrell fired up here. You can tell. All right, and again, it's not like you think Coach Morrell's going to take this like a YMCA rec game tonight.
He never
no chance.
Takes anything. No way. Not a football game for sure.
So West Deptford up 23-7, taking advantage of quite a few Audubon miscues so far tonight. And Brady Clark set the kickoff. And again, for West Deptford, this is why you take the game. You want to. Last week was a tough game against Gloucester City. I mean, just tough physical loss.
Yeah.
So you get out here if you can get, obviously a lot of football left here with an explosive football team. But, give you guys another memory, another night under the lights. For a lot of these guys, this will be the last football game.
Yeah. You kind of, as you're going through weeks and weeks of practice, you don't realize that all of a sudden that day comes when this is the last time I'm putting the helmet on, last time I'm putting the pads on.
It'll be like you and I were doing rough touch football.
Yeah.
Pulling hamstrings.
Pulling hammies, yeah.
On Sunday mornings.
That field was hard.
Clark.
Playing a sand pit over in Deptford.
Clark again with the touchback.
That's when you're getting old, when you're just running and you pull hamstrings.
Yeah, you don't sprint as an adult. You don't. You hit 30.
Chase your kids, and they're not that fast. So you can catch them pretty quickly.
You get to 30 years old and you realize you haven't really run a sprint in about 5 years. Then your hamstrings remind you.
Exactly. Your brain thinks you can do it, but
yeah,
your body's like, maybe not.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 20 here.
All right. Well, they've got to not give up any kind of big plays again here.
All right, Lynch in shotgun. Design run here is going to keep, cuts back inside. West Deptford there, pushes out to the 25-yard line. So decent gain on 1st down for Audubon. Yeah, I don't think they've handed off to the running back yet, right? I mean, 2 design runs to the quarterback.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They faked the one, the wing sweep, and the quarterback kept it after that. It's just been basically an RPO, zone read, and he's kept the ball every time.
All right, so 2nd down and 6. Looking to his left now, quick pass. Complete out to the 28-yard line. So it's going to be about 1.5 yards short of the 1st down. So again, 3rd and short. That was a little bit low, forced him down there to have to get it.
Made a nice grab, went down and got it. Makes it 3rd and 1, so that'll make a nice manageable play here.
If I run that RPO again here.
Oh,
and he slipped. Bilodeau there.
Yeah, Bilodeau came up and set the edge, which he's supposed to do. And as the quarterback tried to cut it back inside, he ends up slipping and falling.
I think I called that again, didn't I? Was that?
Did you call it?
Yeah,
you said the RPO.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. See, basically.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I think that's what I thought they were going to run. If I gave it the wrong name, I apologize.
No, you're right. I mean, I was surprised though they had ran the quarterback on a wide play. Mm-hmm. He's a big boy. I would have kept him somewhere in between the tackles, let him find a little seam. They don't need it 1 yard.
Instead, they lost about 4 on the play, so now they're set the punt. Baglivo back to return.
Okay, well, this could be
got a little bit of motion going on here. Yeah, he's the up back here, so they're going to fake it. Throw over the top and complete. Broken tackle. Oh, still on his feet. Good hard running out to about the 20-yard line. So, yeah, you could see that coming. Lynch was the up back there and threw a beautiful ball there. It's complete. A missed tackle, and now Audubon out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, well, you're hoping that, especially after all the movement there, that the West Deptford would the backs there would be awake for something that could happen. But yeah, it was surprising was how much time was taken there. My gosh,
Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20. Lynch drops back, pass across the middle, off the hands. So Baglivo applies the hit. He held up there, so he doesn't get the call.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a number 2 out there or something. He's crying about nothing right there.
2nd down and 10.
I don't know. It just starts to get annoying when every little thing, if you don't catch the ball, then they're turning automatically to the official looking for some kind of call from him. Just, hey, you didn't catch the ball.
I mean, he should have caught that.
Yeah, that should have been caught. That should have been caught.
Mark Dixon circa 1980 catches that.
Yeah, would have had to be 1980.
2nd down and 10. Keeps it. Jabril Barksdale with the tackle out to the 18-yard line. So short gain on the play. 3rd down and 8. Clock moving though. 1:10 left. I think Audubon's got all 3 timeouts, right? I don't think they've used one yet.
Yeah, they've used one yet. Yes.
So they got plenty of time here with the timeouts. 3rd down and 8. Clock still moving here. Takes the snap. He's got plenty of time here now going to his left. Now he's under pressure. Oh, we got a late flight. That's going to be a holding there.
Yep.
I mean, right now you got a completed pass for a touchdown, but on the outside there, you can see the hold.
Yeah.
Ratcliffe got held.
Absolutely.
everybody on the field, there wasn't even a celebration by Audubon on that one.
Yeah.
So what would have been a touchdown is obviously going to be nullified. It's going to be 3rd down and a long distance here. See where they spot this ball.
It should be 3rd down 25.
Yeah.
It's
It's going to push him back to the 35-yard line. So now it's about 3rd and a mile here with 32 seconds left. Again, Audubon's kicker looks like he's got a pretty strong leg, but I mean, they're easily another 25 yards out probably before they get to field goal range.
Yeah. So I think that was Audubon called that timeout.
So Audubon calls a timeout, 32 seconds left, 32.9 to be specific. Sports update. Unfortunately, boys and girls soccer knocked out of the playoffs this week against Sterling, the Silver Knights.
Oh. How did field hockey do?
You know, they were winning 3-1 when I was watching a little bit today, so we'll get an official score on that in a second.
Who'd they have?
Oh, man. I'll double check it. Obviously having a good season. Boys in the #1 seed in Group 2. You know, had one of those games where they created a tremendous amount of chances, just didn't finish, and Sterling took advantage of their opportunities and were able to win 3-1. And fortunately, the girls lost in penalty kicks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is never good. So, yeah, it looks like they played Woodstown today. That's what it was. They played the Woodies. So they won 4-2 against the Woodies. It's got an official word. So good win for our field hockey team now.
Yes, Coach Stetson doing a nice job.
All right, dropping back to his right. He's got a little bit of space in front of him. He's going to look to throw, of course. Intercepted again. Googles. I mean, Lynch looked like he had somebody wide open, and he did. It was #2, Zach Google of West Deptford.
Yeah, a little underthrown ball there, and Googles was right in the right spot.
So for Google, I'm trying to let's see interceptions this year. I believe that's like his 4th, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, if you recall, he returned to 1 for a touchdown 2 weeks back. I mean, I have him in class. I was like, I didn't realize you were that fast.
Yeah, everybody was saying that.
He was blazing up the sidelines.
Yeah, turned on some jets. Looks like they're going to take a knee and take it into the locker room.
Yes, that's Google's 4th interception of the year. Pretty good for a linebacker.
Yeah, not bad.
So again, Coach Morrell content here to take a knee. Audubon obviously has 2 timeouts, but they're just going to let the clock run out because they can't stop it eventually anyway. So for West Deptford, a great first half here. Come out, score on the first drive, turn Audubon over 4 times, right? Three interceptions and a turnover on downs, and hold a 23-7 lead here going into the half. So Coach Morrell has got to be pretty happy with the guys.
Yeah, you know, and obviously you want to leave the season since you picked up this game with a good taste in your mouth here.
Sure.
And, you know, again, for the seniors who are leaving and then for the young guys getting ready for next year, it's always good to have a little win under your belt.
And, of course, get your record to 5-5 is a good way to end the season.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
All right, so we'll be back at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Let everybody set up their multiple devices. For the Phillies about to start, and of course the Philadelphia Eagles a little bit later. Big time favorites today against Houston.
13th win favorite or
something like that. Yeah, who would have thought? I didn't see this one coming for the Eagles this year.
Really?
You know?
Yeah.
But we'll take it. So we'll be back at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. West Deptford 23, Audubon 7.
You know how it's supposed to look, so then like I try to keep the ball in the middle of the field, and they have no receivers up top. but like, but I have to move it back down again. Oh, Riley, we really wish we had replays. That what? Replays.
Now entering the field for your halftime entertainment is the 10-time Tournament of Bands Atlantic Coast champions, our very own West Deptford High School Varsity Marching Band. Our marching eagles are under the direction of Mr. Thomas Kershaw Jr. and are led onto the field by drum major Adam Humanick. The WDHS band would like to thank the West Deptford Board of Education, the West Deptford High School Administration, the West Deptford band parents, and the community of West Deptford Township for their continued support of the band programs of WDHS. Tonight, the band is proud to present their 2022 program entitled Drawn In, featuring music inspired by the soundtracks from international animation programs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all. Oh, Riley. We got people in the box pulling up on the phone staff. Down there, they feel like some guys pulling up on the phones. Oh, sorry.
All right, welcome back. So West Effort's going to kick off. Audubon first ball to start the second half. West Effort with the 23-7 lead. And again, great first half for West Effort. Everything breaking their way. Audubon playing a little bit loose. For those of you who may have missed the first half, they tried onside kicking to start the game. Didn't work out. And then also went for it like on a 4th and 1 inside about their 30-yard line and didn't convert. They had a fake punt that was argued their second biggest play of the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So they pulled out a couple of trick plays here. Not all of them worked. I was like, yeah, you may be looking at a trick play here. I'll be surprised.
For the second half.
It doesn't look like it. Okay.
Yeah, so West. I mean, the way the defense is held up, I think I wouldn't give.
I wouldn't give them a short field just in case.
The last thing you want to do is not give them momentum here. You want to have them go the distance. I mean, again, you don't want to disrupt the integrity of the game that much. All right, so good kickoff here by Clark. Caught it about the 2-yard line. Jimmy's forward. Looks like good coverage here, and it is. West Deptford has him bottled up. So Luke Hoke returns it back out. Looks like they got him about the 21, 22-yard line here. Audubon, of course, the green and yellow.
Green wave.
Yeah, not to get into that again. A long conversation about garnets. We at least got to the bottom of that. The green wave.
I'm not sure, but I heard of the Crimson Tide. You understand? I was like, green wave is kind of like an algae-filled ocean or something. I don't get it. Bad day at the Jersey Shore.
Yeah. 1st and 10. Pass out to the quarterback's left. Caught. He was close to being down. Referee says no. Brought down at the 29-yard line. Good first down gain there for Audubon, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. Of course, Audubon no huddle so far tonight. And I don't think, again, the running back has had a carry. It's
No, you're right, just the quarterback with any of the running plays.
All right, so 2nd down and 4.
Swing pass.
Pass out complete to the quarterback's right. Shimmies forward. That's Hoke again. Good tackle there by Google. But it's going to be good enough for the Audubon first down out to the 36-yard line.
Hoke seems to be a good strong runner. I mean, on the fake punt, he was, carrying some people with him. And he looks like to be a good strong runner.
Yeah, he's a tough kid.
Why they don't use him more.
They're short running backs, man. It's hard for the linebackers to find them. So 1st and 10. Looking to his left now, back to his right. Pocket crumbles. West Deptford's got him bottled up. Marafa looks like it was the first one to it. And Corey Ratcliffe also there. So loss of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11. So Marafa's having a great game today out there.
Yeah, Ben's a good player. He's always been very steady, and it's good to see him get some some name recognition here.
And he didn't play freshman, sophomore year, correct?
Yeah, correct.
So he came out his junior year. Him and his brother, obviously both good athletes, good baseball players, good basketball players. They got good size, both about 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, I'll tell you, we're missing Dan this year. Nice to have him here. He's a really good baseball player who's concentrating on that. Oh, there you go.
There's a running back. Hand off to Hoke, and he bounces it outside, out past the 50 to the 40. Baglivogo's got him lined up, pushes him out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. So good run there by Hoke, able to bounce it out wide. West Deptford loses containment. So, again, big play again for Audubon.
Very good, Coach. We lost contain there, and that was by the safety who had contained in that coverage and got himself pinned inside.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. Surveying here at the 27-yard line.
I'm impressed how the Audubon offensive players hear their coach over there. They all turn around at the same time. I've been out in the field so many times, and you're screaming kids' names. They had I didn't hear you. It was like, oh my God,
Hands it off again to Hoke. Tries to bounce outside. This time better containment, strung out. Good job, better job there by the West Deptford defense. So gain of about 4 on the play.
At that time, the corner, Lawrence Howard, had contained. He did a nice job of staying out there and making sure the running back could not get to the outside.
So 2nd down and 6 here. Yeah, maybe a little adjustment there, too, by Audubon coming out of halftime here. Maybe they saw something. Taking their time. Clock still running here. Hands it off this time to Hoke. A little bit of a surge up the middle.
First down yardage.
Yeah, they're going to move the chains on that run.
First down.
Brought down eventually by number 28, Isaiah Bailey. 1st and 10, Audubon at the 14-yard line. Good drive to start the second half here for Audubon. Yeah, that coach's voice is carrying, that's for sure.
Right, you have to keep it on the ground. You're having success here on the ground.
Yeah, you can't get an interception if you run it. All right, looking to his left. Quick swing pass out to Hoke out in space. Got a block route in front. He's got an angle to the end zone. Touchdown, Audubon. Untouched there.
Touchdown, Audubon. Luke Hoke with the touchdown.
So, again, you can see the nice job by the Audubon wide receiver. Sealed off the cornerback there on the block. Bounced outside and untouched into the end zone.
That's exactly what I was going to say. The corner there did not get off a block. You know, it's, as a corner, you got to be able to beat a wide out and get off a block. But
not on that particular play.
Not then.
So now let's set the kick here, number 37. Logan Gilbert. Audubon getting the right personnel on the field here. So 23-13. Audubon here trying to get this down to 9. Kick has got distance, and it's good. So the first drive of the game, they're going to narrow it down 23-14. Again, you can see a very passionate Coach Morrell, not pleased at all here with his defense's performance here to start the second half.
No, he shouldn't be. That was kind of some weak plays he let up there, and not getting off a block. Wide receivers not getting out and covering the flats, not making tackles.
Yep.
And just illustrate it right there. I mean, if West Deptford thinks that Audubon's just going to pack it in and go home right now, they're not. So you got to get ready to come in and play a second half. So let's see what can happen this time with Faison Graham.
Yeah, great return last time.
Hopefully, if he gets out there again, he doesn't have one of his own players in his way.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they kick it to him this time. I think they're going to try to angle something out wide.
Well, you did go for the onside kick again.
I think they're going to go deep with this one. And it's the onside kick. And it's going to work this time. Unbelievable call there, Coach Dixon. You talk about the element of surprise. Gilbert this time comes back with the football. The kicker actually executes that one to perfection. You talk about confidence from the coach and the kicker there. So it's going to be Audubon ball here at midfield.
Yep. Well,
Coach, I think speechless is a good word to describe you right now on that one.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, should have been awake for that, and you saw it coming. And
I mean, the very nature of that type of kick forces the kicker to kind of gingerly walk up to the ball.
Right.
It gives it away.
And the kicker is the one who comes down and recovers it. I mean, you're all standing there like you don't know what football or the rules are of football here. Well,
all right,
let's get off some blocks here. See if they're going to keep on running the ball.
Takes the handoff. Quick pass complete. Brought down at the 38-yard line. First down, Audubon.
Number 15, Tommy Quinn, good for a first down.
Of course, big sports night here in the area. Philadelphia Eagles down 7, it looks like, to the Houston Texans. Yeah. Phillies, of course, World Series game. West Deptford Eagles finishing up the season on a Thursday night. Hands off this time to Hoke out to the left side. Turns it up for a gain of about 7 on the play.
Hokey with the carry. Good for a gain of
Well, right
7,
now,
second down and
West Effort
3.
has better wake up here and start playing some ball. If not, they're going to find themselves like Gloucester did. Gloucester had 23 points on them, and they lost 29-23. So they better wake up, start playing some football here, or they're going to be on the bad end of a game here.
All right, so for second down and 4. A little bit of a mess there in the backfield, but it gets the handoff off, so it's going to be maybe a short gain to no gain here for Audubon.
With that kind of snap, it should be no game. I mean, you have plenty of time to penetrate, plenty of time to get off blocks. So with a bad snap like that.
All right, so now third down and 3 here for Audubon. So let's see if West Effort's defense can hold. Trying to get a negative play here.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'll go back upstairs and look the number 1 up there again.
Taking their time. Fakes the handoff, comes around the outside. He's got space plus the first down. We do have a flag there. Most likely going to be on the offense here, right? That looks like the holding territory on that run play.
This is the area for a hold.
Should be a huge call here because Lynch was able to push that to about the 25 and a first down. And it is going to be a hold against Audubon. So big call here for West Effort.
Well, you can't rely on the refs to win the game for you here.
And again, if you're Audubon right now, you're regretting the turnovers in the first half, honestly.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
The turnover on downs that you had inside your own 30, things come back to haunt you here. So we'll make it a 3rd down and 9 spot of the foul penalty.
3rd and 9.
And again, this is the common offense now in high school. I mean, most of the teams we play, they don't huddle on offense. They kind of take the field.
Yeah, spread you out, and you know, what's really hard to develop are linemen. So, with this kind of thing, basically, you're just teaching pass block or one blocking and spreading it back, and then let put the ball in your hands of your athletes.
All right, so it's going to be 4th down and 6. I think at the same time, too, like if you're running this as your sort of system offense, I mean, you need to have a quarterback, which isn't always a guarantee in high school year in, year out. Mm-hmm. You need to have some guys out wide that are
skill positions. Yep.
So, we saw some of the smaller schools in the Colonial attempt this over the last 20 years, and it didn't go well.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you'll hear people criticize the wing T, but at the same time, when run well, it's, that some of the top programs in the area have,
absolutely.
Are consistently running that, from Cherokee to Delsea to or these variations of it, right? All right, so big 4th down here. He's going to roll to his right now. Going to come back, plants his feet. It's going to be intercepted across the middle by Baglevo. So again, would have been better served just knocking it down, but I know you want the interception. It's going to be West Deptford ball now at the 15-yard line. So good coverage there by West Effort. It didn't look like anybody was open from our vantage point.
No. Ball's underthrown. He might, if you would have led him to the end zone, he might have a chance with that. But he kind of threw that one on a line when he shouldn't.
Yeah.
And ended up being a pretty flat pass and easily picked off. Well, right now, West Effort has to move the ball and start to get some yardage, get some time of possession, and get some more points on the board here.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 West Deptford now on their own 15-yard line. So again, crucial drive for West Deptford. Obviously want to take time, take some time off the board, take some field back, and obviously trying to get the score here to make this a 2-possession game once again, or a 3-possession game. Hands off here to Howard. Howard coming around the end, cuts back inside, patiently waited for the block, and again, this is what Howard's done so much better as the season progressed there.
Yeah, and that's where the play was. Lawrence did a good job there. The defenders from Audubon came up outside. They tried to get contained. So when you have blockers out in front of you, if the other team is trying to contain, well, that means that the open slot is on the inside. Then don't force yourself to go outside.
Yeah, that cutback, he's been making that. He seems to me, and you obviously, as the coach, he's making that read a whole lot better as the season progresses.
As the season progresses, he's reading that block and making that cutback inside.
All right, so 1st and 10 now for West Deptford at the 26-yard line. Tansky in the backfield. Going back to Howard. Got a couple blockers in front of him. Finds another seam. Tripped up at about the 36-yard line, so gain of about 10 again. I think he's moved the chains once more.
It looks like it. Yeah, that's the old buck sweep right there. With the two pulling guards coming out in front. And, hey, West Deptford, that's like, one of the basic plays in the arsenal there, and they ran it well.
All right, so 1st and 10 now from the 37-yard line. West Deptford, again, 2 first downs back-to-back, doing what they got to do here in the third quarter. Clock moving, 4:27 left here. Baglivo rolling to his left. Audubon has it covered. 2 men there from Audubon, so no space there for Baglivo on the design run. It's going to be a good loss here for about 4 for West Deptford on first down.
Yeah, nice job by the Audubon defense. They were, they just followed the guards right in behind and made the stop.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 13 here for West Deptford. So unfortunately going to be behind the chains here now in 2nd down. West Deptford's going to have to try to figure something out. They always seem to go short side field too. You notice that? I mean,
yeah, it seems like a lot of times they go towards their own bench. So it's just a better way for the coach to see what's happening.
I guess. I never looked at it from that perspective. All right, this time it's Sabo now. Good hard running out to about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, good hard run. That's what you get with Cage. You're not going to get any kind of move or anything. There's one person in the way, and you're just going to run right at them. But, you picked up some good yardage. It would have been nice if you would have made a move there and just maybe picked up a couple more yards out of that.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 here for West Deptford. So, yeah, got about 10 back on that play, about 9 back on that play. So, good 2nd down gain. 3rd down and 5, 2:44 remaining. Hands off to Switansky this time, met the line of scrimmage. Again, in between the tackles, been tough sledding tonight for West Deptford. So it's going to bring up 4th down and about 3 here. So Brady Clark on the punt. So the drive, not a total loss. West Deptford was able to maybe take back 40 yards, about 35 yards of field, and eat up about 4 minutes of clock here. So Brady Clark now set the punt.
Yeah, well, and they got to start scoring some points here because right now the Audubon is moving the ball pretty well.
All right, so here we go. Looks like Hoke back to return for Audubon.
Yeah, I think so.
That might be Zach Beebe. Yeah, that's number 6, Zach Beebe back for Audubon. Again, look how deep he's sitting back at the 20-yard line. I mean, giving Clark a tremendous amount of respect here. Catches at the 20. Going to get a return here. West Deptford player slips. Good coverage there by West Deptford. Marafa on the tackle. So 1st and 10, Audubon at about the 24-yard line. So the scoring has come to a halt here for West Deptford in the 2nd half.
Yeah, the whole quarter here really haven't moved the ball, haven't gotten into Audubon side of the field yet.
So West Deptford holding that 9-point lead, missed extra point here. Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt them at this point, but
I hate to say that, right? Always seems like there's extra points somehow come out and sneak around on you. Well, you got 3 receivers out here and only 2 defenders, so this is scary.
That's actually going to be a screen pass and a drop pass, and again, yeah, I mean that could have been a gainer there for Audubon if executed properly.
Yeah, you have 2 blockers on the 2 defenders, and you got the receiver with no one else to account for.
I'm thinking would Baglivo slide over, a shade over as the safety at that point to help on snap?
Yeah, but then, you know what I mean? So they threw the ball to the very outside receiver.
Right.
So that's your free safety. If he's in the middle of the field, that's a long way to account for.
It's an impossible amount of space to account for.
Exactly.
All right, fakes the handoff this time. Tripped up immediately. Okay, that's Switansky.
Switansky coming in.
Yeah, that's a Google tackle right there. Usually when I see the legs go out and it's somebody low, it's Google. But great play again by Switansky. Good read. That's probably his assignment, the quarterback there, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
And so loss of a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. 55 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. All right, so again, hopefully the Audubon coaches aren't seeing what you're seeing here, Coach Dixon.
Pretty obvious. So I'll be sending number 2 on a deep route here. A lot of time going on here.
Looking to his right. And slips on the play. Pressure put on there by Ratcliffe, I believe. So I'm giving Ratcliffe the sack on that one.
Nice, yeah.
And another sack here for West Effort defense. Big loss on the play. And so now they're set the punt. Baglivo now ready to return.
Yeah, and Corey having a nice game there is needed right now because whose name haven't you called on late? You were calling the last couple of weeks.
Right.
Andy Ty.
That's true.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's out with the flu.
Is that where he is?
Yeah. So we were definitely missing his presence in there today.
Yeah, because he was a name Coach Morel and I talked about going to be a key player for West Effort on the line next year. Again, I think physically right now he's like plus player for West Effort as a junior.
Yeah,
physically a strong kid.
Does a great job.
And he plays with a physicality that can't be coached. You either have it or you don't. So he's going to be an important player. So when you look at as the year progressed, I know we were senior heavy coming in, and you were worried. As all coaches do, you always think about the next year, even during the present one. But I think some of these young guys have maybe make Coach Morel feel better about where they're going to be next year coming in.
Yeah, I mean the future definitely has some players on it. It's got to fill in the gaps is the big question, and hopefully some of the younger guys can step up.
Hey, and there's always some kids in the hallway you never know about either, right?
Try to get some of those kids out there.
Yeah. All right, so going into the 4th quarter here, West Effort holding a 9-point lead, and going to get the first full possession here as Audubon set the punt.
Should have some decent field position.
And again, that's what that last drive did, right? West Effort was able to move the chains a couple times, and with having a great kicker, they're able to take the field back. So let's see if Baglivo can get a good return here. Going to have to fair catch this one. All right, it's going to bounce down to the 48-yard line. So good field position here for West Effort. Local sports fans, we're assuming there's going to be 3 devices set up at a lot of houses right now. TVs, Chromebooks, iPads, iPhones, watching West Effort Eagles, watching our Phillies here in the bottom of the 2nd.
Bases loaded.
Eagles just tied it up in Texas. Not happy about that 7-0, giving up that lead early, but we're able to tie it up. Baglivo here is going to lead the Eagles here to another score. You can see it coming. So Sabo cuts back inside, holds on to the football, pushes forward for about a gain of 2. Got a little hairy there for a second.
Yeah, almost a face mask. He got grabbed around the neck.
Yeah. So 2nd down, and we'll call it 9 here. I think 8.5.
Yeah.
We're right on this one here. So 2nd down and 8.5.
That's exactly 8.5. You look at where the markers are.
I'm right on this one. So, all right, so 11 minutes left. Clock winding. Howard in motion. Takes the handoff. Gonna try to cut back inside. There's nothing doing there. So no gain on the play there for West Deptford. Looks like Audubon had that one covered up pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if you start looking at it now, like, what, they're doing a decent job of containing the outside. It's hard running on the inside, which was Spatansky. So, you may have to go over top again. You had some success with some of the passes here. But Corey Bagleville wasn't getting a lot of time either during the. So West Deptford's got it. They're in a game here.
All right, it's a 3rd down and 8. Bagleville now rolling to his right. Spatansky picks up the blitzer. He's trying to go over the top. Howard contests, but it's broken up. So incomplete pass there brings up 4th down. Good coverage there by Audubon.
Yeah.
So Clark set the punt. 10:08 remaining here. Again, 2-possession game here. So for West Deptford here, going to try to force Audubon to go the distance here. Chew up as much clock as they can. And then try to grind out that last possession.
Yeah, well, they just can't let up any of those quick strikes here.
All right, so Clark set the punt. And again, versatile punter too. I mean, he showed the ability to pin guys deep here. Hits the ball a couple different ways.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little high snap.
All right, yeah, good clean punt. He's got him backtracking, and again, that's going to be in the end zone. Ooh. So again, where he kicked it was about the 40. So I mean, that was almost like a 57, 58-yard punt there.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so again, Philly's on. Reese Hoskins strikes out.
Yep, there you go. Reese Hoskins.
Yeah, so it seems to be all or nothing with Reese.
Yeah.
He's an amazing player. You don't like him 1 second and love him the next.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I just it's hard to win me back once you.
Yeah, I'm a true Philly sports fan.
Yeah.
I go, I'm on both sides of the from inning to inning. 1st and 10 here, Audubon now at the 20-yard line.
From what I heard, his wife was more popular over at Citizens Bank. Because in the 5th inning, if he hit a home run, she goes out to the concourse there and buys 50 beers and hands them out to people.
All right, so quick screen pass. West Deptford's got it covered, and Hope's trying to, but gains about 3 on the play, so good coverage there by West Deptford. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple formula if you want to make the fans like you.
Yeah.
Just buy people drinks.
A couple freebies and you're...
Yeah. Maybe she doesn't want some of the anger that gets left at her husband. She's trying to maybe hedge it off a little bit. So pass complete out wide. Nice cushion there, and that's Billy Lindenmuth.
Yeah.
So to the 31, 1st down, Green Wave.
Ankle bite tackle.
That's how I used to do it.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I was always giving up a ton of weight. Quick pass again, complete. Avoids a couple tacklers out to the 46-yard line. So again, if you're going to play a little bit soft cushion coverage there, you got to come up and make the tackle.
Yeah, you got to make the tackle.
At a minimum there. So again, playing off, allowed the catch, missed the tackle, gives him another 7-8 yards up the field. 1st and 10, Audubon. Looking again, quick pass, soft cushion. He's going to keep taking it up the field. Again, missed tackle now. Pushed out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, well, West Deptford is not putting any pressure on the quarterback and dropping the linebackers every time. So, yeah, a good quarterback has plenty of time to sit back there. Your defensive line's getting tired now. So the good quarterback has time to sit back there, just take his short passes. You've got to do something here a little bit. Talked about getting pressure in the beginning there. And, really, once the defensive line now start getting tired, you're not getting any pressure.
Yeah, so again, and the downside is they're moving the ball quickly down the field here.
Yeah, and you're just throwing the ball to the outside because you got a 10-yard cushion or 20-yard cushion. So what the heck? Why not take the yardage you're giving me, and then you got to make the the defender come up and make a tackle, and right now it's 50-50 if the tackle's going to be made or not.
And again, it's one of those deals too. You always think, obviously, defensively at this point, the last thing you want to do is get beat over the top. But what you've done defensively for most of the game has been successful. I mean, you've got 4 interceptions, right? So there's no need to necessarily try anything different, right?
Exactly.
I mean, it's tough because especially depending on as a basketball coach, when you have that late lead, you'll see a lot of times guys like holding the ball, trying to possess, and then forcing their guards, and you take yourself out of a rhythm, and you end up doing the very opposite of what you're trying to do here. All right, so again, quick pass out wide, getting the ball to Hoagie's hands. And again, decently covered there by West Deptford, but he's able to get out of bounds after a gain of about 2. .8:45 remaining here. Out to the 37-yard line, 2nd down and 8. And in motion to the left. Going to throw it out there. Should have this covered. But out of bounds. Clock's going to stop again out to I'm spotted at about the 30-yard line, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
When you see the wideouts standing there waiting, because you're not allowed to block the field or a swing pass like that, so they're standing there, then you should kind of know that a swing pass is coming when you see the back coming out. So let's come on up and play it instead of standing back there.
All right, so again, blitzing here, trying to get through. Google doesn't get there. Going over the top to the left side and caught. Touchdown, Audubon. Billy Lindemuth with an incredible catch in the end zone. So Audubon's able to strike pretty quickly here to get the score 23-20.
Yeah, well, I was saying they're probably going back to number 1 here soon. He's beating the corners pretty regularly.
Yeah.
And there's no help over top. It's pretty easy. Just kind of pitch and catch.
All right, so it's going to be number 37, Logan Gilbert, on for the extra point to try to get this down to a 2-point game. So again, last thing West Deptford wanted there was to give up the quick score, and that's what happens, giving up 80 yards of field in about 2-3 minutes there.
Yeah.
So high snap handled. Gilbert's kick is good, and so now they're within a field goal for the win here. So West Deptford now, they're going to have to grind it out here.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to play some ball. And right now, no one on the West Deptford offense or defense are really playing very good football. Again, be awake for anything. It's a crazy game right now. You never know what the people are going to pull out. So people up front should be awake for any kind of onside kick or anything.
You don't think they're going to do a third one, do you?
Who knows? Why not? Why not? It's a really mean-nothing game, but you'd rather win it.
Yeah.
So what the heck? Why not take the chance? We caught them off guard a couple times. You would have maybe made that first one. But on the second one, you definitely caught them off guard. So, looks like they have the hands team up in front there.
West Deptford's not.
Yeah, really good.
And it wasn't a hands issue last time. It was actually Gilbert, as bad as his first one was. His second one was as good as his second was incredible.
Yeah, and no one moved forward to try and stop it from getting it.
And you're allowed there at that point. If you're the return team, you can just blow up the kicker. Right?
Yeah, you can blow up the kicker. You can go up in front of 10 yards.
Right.
And get the ball, yeah.
So there's no point sitting around waiting for it. Just get up there and crush the kicker.
You sit there and wait for it, then they come down and crush you.
Yeah. All right, so he's going deep this time. West Deptford's ready. Faison on the catch. Let's see what he can do with it. All right, trying to bust it outside. Cuts back inside. Man, he's showing some serious athleticism with the football in his hands.
As I said, yes, he does.
And he's still on his feet, out past midfield to the 45, out to the 40. Takes it down to the Audubon 35-yard line. What a huge play here for West Deptford.
Yeah, as I said, Faison, having him on the freshman team for a while there was...
I bet that helped.
Oh, it helped a lot.
Yeah.
But, he's got great balance, very good vision. He knows how to accelerate through a hole. Hopefully, he'll be up for the track team so I can teach him some speed. Like just some all-around speed. He's fast, but if he put that together, he could be a really, really dynamic back.
And again, for as a sophomore coming in next year, West Deptford's entire backfield is graduating.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Those positions are up for the taking. So as you're reconstructing your line and getting some experience at the line, it helps obviously having a back that's elusive.
Yeah.
Because he might need to be. 1st and 10 now from the Audubon 35. Howard takes the handoff, cuts back inside, finds a little bit of space, out, still on his feet, out to the 26-yard line. So good gain there for West Deptford on 1st down. So again, that cutback's been working for him today.
Yeah, well, that was right there. Was the basic buck sweep with 2 guards pulling out in front of you. The hole. I mean, it's called sweep, but the hole is actually inside with that sweep. It's not like a wide running sweep where you're trying to get to the outside right away.
Second down and 1, and again, West Deptford taking their time. Currently in Brady Clark field goal range. Obviously, you want to get 7 here. Try to make this a 2-score game once again. Good call. Baglivo keeps it, pushes forward out to the 23-yard line. Actually, looks like the 22-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down, West Deptford.
Yeah, that's play right there. If Coach Morrell even thinks about it, you can run that several times, even on 1st down, 2nd down, and make the Audubon team start to reduce down to stop that play. If they reduce down, then that'll give you a better opportunity to get to the outside.
Yeah, it's Tom Brady like, right? Tom Brady has done. He's not nimble by any stretch, but making that right read, drives you crazy. Obviously, when you're rooting for the team against him, which is most of the time.
Most of the time, exactly. Right.
All right, so 1st and 10, West Deptford. Off to a good start in this drive. Sabo in motion, hands off to Switansky. Good push there by the offensive line. Stood up at about the 18, so good gain there on 1st down for West Deptford.
And to Alex Switansky, good for a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Second down and 7. Lawrence Howard had some blockers in front of him. He's got a seam. Still on his feet. Breaks a tackle. Good gain there by Howard. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 2-3 yard line there. It's going to be 1st and goal, West Deptford.
Again, this would be a good time to start using, watching the official using up the time on the clock here as you're running your offense here inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, so with 5:44 remaining, obviously would have been better if he slid down there. That's a lot to ask out of a kid at that point.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 4. Baglivo hands it off to Sabo. I believe that's Switansky, right? Or Sabo for the touchdown here, right?
Yes,
Get the call. Sabo touchdown, Eagles. We got a late flag here. I think that's going to be after the play, though. Maybe unnecessary roughness. I
couldn't tell who was on.
Yeah, I mean, West Deptford's coming back saying that it was on Audubon. But Sabo with the run there. Well done. And again, West Deptford set up by that incredible return by Faison. And as a result, West Deptford now holding an 8-point lead. Brady Clark here looking to make it a 2-possession game here. So again, unsportsmanlike against Audubon.
Do you go for the 2-point conversion after the?
I wouldn't. I just kick the extra point, make it a 2-possession game, and then take it on the kickoff. I think Coach Morrell agrees with me here.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, percentage-wise, Clark's got to be 98% on the extra points this year.
That was the first one he missed, I think.
And laces were out on that one. Laces were in. I'm sorry.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah. Clark kick this time is off the goalpost. So it looks like my analysis was off on that one.
Yeah, maybe go for 2. Now it's a 1 possession game, actually.
Yeah, so now we're going to hold the 8 point. And, you know, I'm not sure what the overtime rules are tonight, but I'm assuming nobody here wants overtime.
Overtime in the game here.
Right? No wind. I don't know. That was to the left also, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it was hold or snap or kick. If we had slow motion, replay, it would be great. But I don't know. It seemed to be slacking tonight.
Of course, Mr. Curse, we thought last week was his final game. This week will be his final game. Bringing these productions anybody you talk to from other schools, they always ask me about this. Like, man, what are you guys doing? How do you guys put that together over there? I'm like, well, Mr. Kirshner.
He's the one who puts it together. We all just show up and talk about the game or 5-camera shoot he got going over here. And
kids running all over the place.
We used to have the drones going and everything, and we used to have instant replay, but
there was something going on. There's something technical, some technical difficulties. Mr. Kirshner was here all hours trying to get that straightened out today. May have been sabotage. That's my.
I don't know. Maybe it was the crew from Sterling. They were getting jealous. Our live stream was so good.
Yeah, of course, Sterling has a huge production team. They got a truck and everything.
Yeah,
Sterling does a great job. In fact, it's good for us because when we play over there, I watched the girls' playoff game on the live stream yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the parking lot. My son's soccer practice parking lot. I watched it. It wasn't live, but unfortunately, I watched the bad result in penalty kicks. So, again, another touchback. Obviously, the 15-yard penalty made that one an easier. So, it's 5:38 remaining, 29-21. And for West Deptford here, key stop, missed extra points, going to give Audubon some life here. So defensively, Coach, what are you thinking here?
Well, I mean, I would have a corner up close to the towards the line of scrimmage, within your safeties. I mean, you're playing with three safety sets, so safety over top, 3 safeties over top. So this way you have coverage over here, but you're not giving away. Now you got that little easy pass every time.
All right, so good coverage at this point. Deciding to run, and now he's off and running. Quick play, tackled and kept in bounds. Good job there by Lawrence Howard.
Yeah, good coverage. Got him off his spot, but you just got to make sure we keep contained. Don't let the quarterback roll out of the pocket there and have him to gain himself extra time.
Yeah, and I think you were saying prior to the game, as a quarterback, he's a guy who likes to stay in the pocket.
Yeah,
he's
he
very
likes to sit and stay in it.
But there's just a quick little screen pass out past the 30. I got a hold there, right? Are they going to call that? Or I mean, it looked like Sabo was held on the play based on the fact that the guy was laying on top.
Yeah, laying on top of him. Yeah, but and then the guy pushed off him when he went to get up. So, but again,
right in front of him.
We might have to talk to the Mr. Sealy over there. He might have to announce the Philly score because that was a bad play right there by the officials.
Yeah, they don't want the score announced because they're DVRing it, I guess, before they get home. All right, 1st and 10. No pressure. He's got plenty of time going across the middle. Plenty of space across the middle. Baglivo hits but doesn't wrap. And now he's going the length of the field. Amari Sobieski, and he throws it out of bounds. Let's see if they call that a touchdown or a touchback.
Touchback.
I think that's a touchback. Referee? Yeah, he looked like he lost that ball on the way into the end zone there. I'm not sure if Swetansky got a hand on it, disrupted it. Yeah, he's calling a touchback. Huge play for West Deptford.
It took him 30 seconds to figure out how to use what hand signal to give. But
yeah, I was waiting for it. But assumption is he lost that ball prior to the end zone, just threw it into the back of the end zone.
Well, Swetansky, I think, got a hand on it or something. All
right, so big play there. What a break for West Deptford here. you can see there Amari, number 2 of Audubon, Pimentel, disappointed with the result there. But I think Swetansky, it may have been able to get a hand on that.
Yeah, it looked like it. It looked like he got a handle on everything. And, that would just typify the whole season right there. But somebody who's going to come in and save the day when it looked like West Effort was going to give up, could be giving up the game with that play. And Alex Swetansky from his linebacker position comes all the way back and does a really smart play and knocks the ball out of the running back, the receiver's hands, and through the end zone for the touchback.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching it. When he broke that tackle, I thought it was a touchdown.
Yeah,
Swetansky took a good angle, tracked him down, and is able to look like dislodge. I mean, we don't have a replay, but we'll check it out later and see whether he just lost it, preparing for the celebration, or whether it's.
But that typifies Alex, where he is not going to give up no matter what.
So now we got West Effort football, 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line, 4:14 remaining. So the mission is obvious here. On the ground, move the chains.
Yeah, you've got to move the chains here.
Audubon still holds 3 timeouts. So again, can't just be too conservative here. All right, Swetansky in the backfield. Hands it off to number 8 there. Cuts inside the Faison out to the 32-yard line. So again, Faison Graham, a freshman, getting the call here on the put-away drive, and comes up big time with a first down.
Yeah, and again, you can see the moves and the vision he has. Great balance, really hard to bring down. I think he's going to be, I would not be afraid to put him into the game right now either.
All right, so 1st and 10. 3:44 remaining, clock moving. Hand off this time back to Faison, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, Faison Graham. A little too much shimmying there.
Yeah, and again, that's what the one drawback you might get from a freshman in there. Maybe a little too many moves, just get out there on the edge and get ready to go.
Yeah, it's Audubon now. It's going to call timeout with 3:24 remaining. Yeah, at that point, square the shoulders up, push him forward, and try to get 4 instead of 1. So again, Audubon 2 timeouts left, 3:24 remaining. Stepford's about a couple first downs away from icing this game, and again, an impressive win. Audubon's been a good team this year. Had some good wins.
And you gotta get those first downs up. As Audubon showed, they can strike quickly.
All right, so Sabo back in, Howard out there, along with Swetansky. 2nd down and 9. Howard's in motion, gets the handoff. Brought down immediately in the backfield by number 55, Sam Myers. So it's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play. Audubon calls timeout. So again, West Effort here, I know I'm stating the obvious, but Audubon has showed the ability to score quickly here. So timeouts with 3 minutes left. If Audubon's able to get the ball back with 3:15, 3:20 left to go, that's plenty of time for them to go to length of the field here.
Absolutely.
So you got to convert here. If West Effort can convert this play here, their chances of winning are going to go up tenfold.
Yeah, I mean, but 3rd and 12 is nothing easy to overcome here.
Yep. All right, so what are you calling here?
I haven't seen it in a little while yet, but I would call the post trail pattern. You'd have the wide out basically running a post pattern. The back coming out of the backfield is running a trail, which is kind of like an out and up pattern. Off the keep pass look.
They've had success with that this year, right?
Yeah. And in the years past.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a good pass.
Jacoby, I remember had it.
Yeah, Jacoby, Tyshawn Bookman had a couple of really nice plays in that. You know.
All right, so we got 2 out wide here. Oh, we got a timeout now by West Deptford. And again, everybody's seeing the importance of this play clearly. You know, West Deptford converts this. I mean, it's really going to put Audubon in a tough spot here with 1 timeout left and 3:22 remaining.
You gotta convert, and you gotta get. You know, if you don't, then you gotta get a tremendous punt and coverage by with Brady Clark out there. Make him drive a long field.
All right, so 3rd down and 11. Land out wide, right, for West Deptford. No.
Honey up on the wrong side.
Coming out of the timeout. All right, so 3rd down and 11. Fakes the handoff rolling right. A little bit of pressure. He's going to keep it this time. He's got 1 man to beat. Cuts back inside, squares up at about the 38-yard line. Is going to be well short of the 1st down. So he's able to gain probably about 6-7 yards there, but it's going to bring up 4th down, and Brady Clark's on the field. And, of course, Audubon wisely uses the 3rd timeout there. They can obviously stop the clock on the offensive side with a 1st down out of bounds. At this point, they can't stop the clock, so the smart play here is for them to save the 40 seconds. But they do have to go end zone, and they got to go for 2. So they got an uphill battle, but they got the skilled players to do it. So, again, this bonus game here, just coordinated by the athletic directors to give each team 1 more game coming down to the wire.
Yep. And, again, you got a 4th and a little less than 5, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the punt jump here, just to see what happens.
Brady Clark set the punt. Good punt. Going to be fair caught at about the 20-yard line. So good job there by Brady. He does his job, and it's going to be 80 yards of field with no timeouts for Audubon to go for the tie here.
Audubon takes over. Down by 8, 3 minutes to play, and the Green Wave have no timeouts remaining. Big drive coming up.
Well, your corners have got to know that they're going to want to try to get towards the sideline. They're probably going to utilize that short passing game, right, and trying to make the West Deptford D-backs tackle. And then your safeties back deep have got to stay over top.
Let's play a little tighter, rolling to his left. He's going to try to go quick out. Decent coverage there. Going to fire a pass.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Short gain on the play.
He actually, his foot was out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, it was close.
He was bobbling it as the official on this side is not one of the better officials, I would say, tonight. Yeah.
All right, so 2nd down, and we got 8 here for Audubon. Waiting for his cue here. Of course, clock stopped because he's out of bounds. They can take their time. 9:17 here on a Thursday night. False start, not
motion,
called.
but this official over here is having a sleepy day.
I mean, the entire left side of the line there moved before the ball was snapped.
But he's not going to call. It's okay.
All right, so incomplete pass, that brings up 3rd down and 8.
I don't know. I thought maybe it was just me, but then you saw it as well. So he's right on the field, standing right there in the line.
I think the coaches are talking to him a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, I would too. Like, do you know the rules of the game, mister?
I think it's Coach Jacobowski there. Maybe just politely asking him, hey, keep an eye on that entire left side of the line.
The entire left side, and then move before the ball moves. I think that's called illegal motion. All right, they got the trips up top again. Who called time?
I don't know what the officials are discussing here.
I don't know either. But once again, we got 3 receivers up top. We already got 2 defenders. And you already have 2 defenders on this side with only 1 eligible receiver. So, not making a lot of sense, really.
I mean, again, still confusion here. All right, so 3rd down and 8. Takes the snap. Little screen pass out. Shed some tacklers, and nice play by Baglivo. About 4 guys about 5 yards downfield when that pass was delivered.
Yeah.
I mean, that was without question, men were downfield.
Men downfield. But again, the officials, they're doing their normal job of sleeping while the game's going on.
It's an easy call when the guy who catches it is offensive lineman standing next to him. It's another broken tackle, able to get out of bounds. And again, the clock's going to stop here. So for Audubon now, out past midfield into West Deptford territory. Take snap, rolling right. Finds a man open. Should be down there. His knee's down. Okay, there we go. We got that one.
Pass caught by Colwyn. Stays in bounds, and the clock will roll. 2nd and 4.
2nd down now. 2:15 remaining. Clock now moving. 2nd down and 5. High snap again. Rolling to his left.
Number one.
Waiting across and finally just throws it out. Yeah, he had one curling it wide open at one point there. Looked like he was looking outside trying to get the ball close to the sideline. Doesn't get it there. Throws it out of play. Smart play at that point. 3rd down and 5. Clock stops with 2 minutes remaining. I'm not sure what's taking longer here. The drive with the referee spotting the ball.
Figure out where to spot the ball. You know, they're having their.
And again, you can probably sense a tone of impatience by the booth up here.
Yeah.
All right, so 3rd down and 5. High snap.
No pressure.
Nobody there. A little bit of pressure now. He dumps it out underneath, and you can see 74 and 52 are actually further down the field than the actual running back. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, and the officials
illegal,
don't
right?
know it. You know, as you can see, Coach Morrell now trying to explain it to this official who's not very bright, as I can see right now. I mean, every time they're linemen downfield further than the receivers, and he has no idea what the play's called.
I mean, I've never spent time on a football sideline as a coach.
It
but
can
I do
be
know
frustrating.
when you fake pump the screen pass, roll 3 yards, and then throw it. There's no chance that somebody's not downfield.
Yeah, but yeah.
All right, so again, looking to his left, squeezes through. He's going to the end zone, battling for it. It's going to be over the top and incomplete. Takes the snap, looking left, quick throw, complete. Lindenmuth, plenty of time.
All time. Oh,
and out of bounds.
Yeah, Ryder Dubois over there just giving up yardage and giving up the sideline. They're just 2 things you can't do in this situation.
right, so 1st and 10 now on the 16-yard line. Rolling to his right now. They dragging across, coverage there. He's going to throw it short and incomplete. So decent coverage that time by West Deptford. Second down to 10, a minute 25 remaining. Looking to the sideline again. Decides to keep it this time going forward. He's got a little bit of space. West Deptford wraps up. Clock moving down to about the 10-yard line.
Minute 18. You still have some time here. You got to get the plays in quick and everything, but you still have some time. So that running play wasn't a bad play call right there.
That's a minute 2. Clock moving. 3rd down and 4. Which again decides it looks like he's going to keep it. West Deptford to task though. Swetansky the first one there. So again, now 4th down. Tackled at the 9-yard line, so still short. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 3 here. And again, Audubon can't spike it, can't stop the clock here on 4th down. So down to 38 seconds, waiting for the call here. And again, I think this is taking way too much time by Audubon. Even to get the first down here, they're out of timeouts. 4th down and 2. Rolling to his right. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Indecisive pass is incomplete. So Audubon turns it over on downs, and West Deptford's going to win the football game. So huge play there. Swetansky again. You can see it coming off the field. And again, as a senior, this is what we talked about at the beginning of the game. You want to give your seniors one more game here, 10th game of the season, and guys like Swetansky come up and just make huge play after huge play.
Well, basically, he's saved the game for you twice now. And as I said, Alex is not going to give up. He's going to keep playing at 110% every play, every snap.
All right, so now it should be victory formation here for West Deptford. Baglabo again, not to get sentimental, take his last snap here as a quarterback of the West Deptford Eagles. And of course, Ramir Vaughn with him all year. See Bags here, just calling the play. Swetansky looked like he's taking a moment maybe on the
and it's so getting like the last play here.
He's taking it in, realizes the situation here. Guy's giving his heart and soul to this team, just like Baglabo and Ramir Vaughn and Howard. These seniors this year, should be proud of themselves. Got off to a 1-4 start and grinded their way to a playoff berth and a 500 record.
Yeah. Boys have done a nice job to bring themselves back and always fighting, always never giving up, right till the end here. And Alex is one who should be totally proud of himself for the effort he's put through.
Of course, for Coach Morrell, again, just to finish a good season by his boys, right? To be real proud of what they've done and how they've showed themselves on the field throughout the season. They've played good, clean football all year.
Always.
Yeah.
Coach Morrell's always going to have them well coached, and they're going to show respect for themselves and for the team.
All right, and that'll be it for us today. Just see the teams for the shake for Coach Dixon and I. Thanks for all of you watching this season. We've had thousands of views on YouTube, and again, we have a great time doing this every Thursday night and most usually Friday night. And look forward to next year, hopefully doing it again. Obviously, new producer. Mr. Kirshner's retired,
That's
so
right.
we'll see how it goes from there and who's taking over and how it's all going to operate and run. I volunteered Mr. Dixon to
don't volunteer me for anything.
To do the technical work. But Coach, great time again.
Hey, always a great time with you, Mr. Vilari.
And we'll see you. Some broadcasts for us two together in football, hopefully next fall, and maybe catch us in the winter at different sporting events.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thanks everyone.